All right, hello everybody. In this video, we're going to do a tutorial on how you can connect Claude Code to LinkedIn ads. We're going to do both an MCP and the API so that you can access everything you could ever want to with the LinkedIn ads API. There's a lot of stuff that the API can do that maybe is more limited either in platform or with other tools that are out there. So the API gives you full control over everything. So in this tutorial, we're going to walk through how you connect Claude to that. And then from there, once you have Claude connected, there's so much that you can do. So we're going to just do the step of getting Claude Code connected to the API. It can be a little tricky. But once you have it connected, there's just so much stuff you can do. This tutorial is going to be a little bit technical. At the end of the day, we're just chatting with Claude. You don't need to know how to code at all. We're not going to do any coding in this tutorial. We're going to let Claude do that for us. So as we go through this, don't get overwhelmed or scared by the code that you're going to see. At the end of the day, we're just chatting with Claude, and if ever there's an error that pops up, you just tell Claude to fix it or figure out how to fix it, and usually Claude can resolve it from there. So we're going to walk through a lot of steps here to get the API connected. There are a couple technical-like steps, but at the end of the day, you don't need how to code. We're just going to jump in and do it. My name is Anthony Blattner. I'm the managing director of Speedwork Social. I've been working on LinkedIn ads for almost 10 years at this point, and this is probably some of the most exciting stuff that you can be doing now. LinkedIn ads is so powerful, but it can take a lot of work to both set up to the level of segmentation and personalization that makes it very effective. That it's hard unless you really know what you're doing. It's hard. There's a lot of steps involved in that. So what's really exciting is that Claude can start to accelerate a lot of that and do a lot of that for us. Now, before I dive into this, let's go through some examples here. So right now we're in VS Code. I have Claude Code here in the terminal open. Let's go through a run through of what are some of the things that we'll be able to do once we've got this built. So I'm going to go through an example, and then I'm going to go through building it together here. So first I'm going to say I know I have a mockup ad account. I want to see all the campaigns that are in there. So for my mockup ad account ID, please list all of the campaigns. Claude's doing some thinking. You can see it's starting to call the MCP here. Boom, it's bringing back all the different campaigns that I have in here. And I'm scanning through this list. Yep, that's all the campaigns that are in that ad account. Now, something that's pretty annoying to do if you're in Campaign Manager is adding exclusions, especially when you have to do it to multiple campaigns, because you usually have to go one by one through all those campaigns, or you have to be uploading a list in one place. And even opening campaigns, you can only open 3 at a time before it starts to throttle you. So let's say, well, first let me show you this. Okay, so let's look at a couple of these campaigns here. In this screenshot, we can see this is the SaaS Media Publishing campaign that we were drafting. We just have some targeting up here. There's no exclusions. And then over here, we have our Claude test targeting campaign with some initial targeting. Again, no exclusions. So let's say, please exclude the company name Speedwork from all campaigns. Let's do that. There's 13 campaigns here, so it's going to go through and try to exclude Speedwork from all those campaigns. Again, this would be really annoying to do in platform, so let's have Claude do that for us. You can see right now it's fetching all the targeting to start before it goes to make those exclusions. You can see it says 9 campaigns already have Speedwork excluded, so 4 more are needed. So it's going to go and try to update that. Cool. So you can see it updated those 4 campaigns. So let's go back to that we're looking at and just refresh this. Boom. We see Speedwork has been excluded. Let's do the other campaign too. The second one coming down here, boom, Speedwork's been excluded. So excluding companies from campaigns is kind of a tedious, annoying process. It takes a long time to do. So this is just one use case of it's super nice to be able to just tell Claude, hey, go exclude this one company from all these campaigns, and it's going to go do it for me right away. So next, let's use it for some more advanced analysis stuff. So Claude's obviously great at data analysis. Sometimes it's hard to get the data out of LinkedIn so that we can analyze it in the right way. So let's have Claude pull multiple API requests to get us multiple pages of data and put it together in a way that's useful for us. Let's do bid optimization here. So I'm going to say for my ad account ID, please analyze the campaigns, average daily spend over time, let's say over the last 3 days with CTR, CPC, current bid. Suggest cost savings opportunities for campaigns that are fully spending or overspending. Output the list of campaign IDs and the audience size for each. So here I want to go get all my campaigns, analyze the spend for the last couple of days. Has it been fully spending or overspending? That's a sign that we can lower the bids. And I also want to know audience size, because sometimes if a campaign underspends, it might just be a small audience size. So I don't necessarily want to change it just for that, and then it doesn't serve. So I do want to consider audience size when I'm making some of these up. Boom, and there we go. So now I'll put all my campaigns that I have, budget per day, what the current bid is, what the average spend per day over the last few days is, and then what's my budget utilization, so that I can go through this list. And it even bolded for me the 2 campaigns that are spending the most or have utilized most of the budget here as a sign for if they've utilized most of the budget, whether they're fully spending or overspending, that's a sign that we can lower those bids. So it shows me the CTR. Both these CTRs are very strong. That does indicate we can likely lower these bids here. So super cool use case for Claude. Have it go analyze your campaigns, find cost savings for you so that you stretch your ad dollars further. All right, so great. Next, we're going to start by connecting the LinkedIn to connect a LinkedIn Ads MCP, which is basically like an API for AI tools. So it's kind of a simple version. We're going to start with this. This is the easy version, and then from there we'll move to the API. So if you're just getting started, this is the best place to start. There's a lot of public ones out there that have been shared around. So the one that I've been using and had the most success with initially was this one here. I'll put a link to it in the notes. He even has instructions down here on installing with Claude Code. And then if you're just doing the desktop app, if you do nothing else, this is the easiest thing and the easiest step you should get started with. After we do this in this tutorial, we're going to take it a step further and then go to the API so that we're not just limited to the MCP. MCP is great, it's easy, but it's limited in that it doesn't cover everything in the API. So first we're going to start with the MCP here, and then we're going to move to the API. All right, so first I'm going to fire up Claude over here. I have a brand new LinkedIn API demo folder here. It's clean, there's nothing in it. I'm going to fire up Claude, then I'm going to tell Claude what we're doing. We're going to connect a LinkedIn Ads MCP, let's say install in this local folder, LinkedIn API demo. Do not use any other previous installations or credentials. Let's install it fresh here. Obviously, I've done this before in the past, so I want to do a fresh install in this folder. Let me know when you're ready. And I'm going to just grab the instructions that were provided with this public MCP. I'm just going to copy those, jump over here. Cool, it's asking me for some things, but I'm just going to paste in the instructions to get started. Or I'll say we'll start from scratch, and I do have those ready. I'm going to paste the rest of that there. Boom, you can see how that all got pasted in, and now I'm going to let Claude do its thing. It's going to ask for a lot of approvals along the way. You can basically approve everything. Here, we're not going to do anything edit-wise with the API or MCP just yet, so everything here we're just kind of installing locally. It's going to ask for permissions a lot of places. All right, fresh install is done. So next you can see it's asking us for our LinkedIn API credentials. So we do need to register a developer app to get access to the API, but then from there it's free, it's easy to do. Then we're going to get our credentials, pop them in here, and then we'll have access. So I'll show you how to do that. So what you do is come over to developer.linkedin.com, click create app. You'll have to log into LinkedIn, and then from there you'll just put some information here. Just put basically your company's information if you're just using this for your own purposes, for your own LinkedIn ads management. So it'd be very simple. You can just say, your company ads management or something like that. So you'll need to create the app. It'll then give you those codes, and then you'll pop those into the API. It can take a little while for it to get approved here, but it's usually pretty fast. Once you are approved, you'll go into your app here. You go to My Apps, open up the app that you've registered, you can go to the Auth tab. What we need is we need our client ID, and then we need our secret. Both of those need to get put in here. And then additionally, we need to add the callback URL here so that we can log into the app with our MCP. So while I'm on this page, I'm going to add my callback here. That's the one that I want. Update, boom, and then my callback's been added to that list. Okay, so back to the setup over here. It's asking me to update the env with the configuration. So I'm going to command click on this to open this file over here, and then this is where I'm going to put my client ID and my secret. Obviously, I'm not going to put these on screen because I don't want anybody else to take them, so I'm going to do that off screen, and then afterwards, we're going to tell Claude that that's been updated. Cool, so I just updated those and saved that file. Now I'm going to tell Claude the credentials have been added to the end file, and the callback updated on LinkedIn. Whoops, looks like I updated the template one first, so I need to update the actual one. Then also for the purpose of the demo, I'm going to say clear my OAuth credentials so I can log in fresh. You can see it's also telling me to restart here to activate the MCP, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. Okay, you won't need to do that just because I've been logged in the past. So basically telling me I need to restart Claude, so I'm just going to do /exit. One tip is that you can just grab this line here and then resume, and then that works for restarting, and you save all your history that you've had there, so very handy. Okay. So we're seeing if the MCP is all set up, and then if so, we're going to log into it. Okay, so now you can see how you're going to have to log into LinkedIn here to get it authenticated because it works through like authentication accounts. So it's going to sign in there. We're going to allow access to that app, and then it's going to redirect. Boom, authentication successful. Great. Let's jump back over here, and then it's saying finish that in the window, and just let me. Okay, again, we need to restart our Claude code there. So just exit. Grab that line, pop it back in. All right, so we're back in. So list my, okay, great, now we're back in. So just kind of showing you can do /MCP, and you can see all those MCPs that are connected. Obviously I have a few others here, but if I just want to view the LinkedIn ads one, and then I can see view tools, and then this will show me basically all my options I have just kind of out of the box using this MCP. So let's start with get account details. Great, it's going to give me the account details for that ad account. I'm just going to do my mockup one here. Cool, I can already see it's returned my Speedword 2026 mockup ad account. Great. Yeah, just a mockup one, so it's on hold. Perfect. So that means it worked. It got the data out of the MCP, and that's exactly what I wanted to do to start. So now this is kind of the easy step. Again, you can use /MCP, go to the LinkedIn Ads connector, go to View Tools, and you'll see all the options you get. Kind of super simple, easy here out of the box. One other thing I have learned is that if you want to push changes to the API, like you can read data from the API very easily, but if you want to push changes, there's one more thing we need to do in the app configuration on LinkedIn. So I'm back in the developer portal under your products, if I do view ad accounts, this is where I'm going to give it a couple IDs of the ad accounts I want to be able to push edits to. So I'll just click add ad account here, and this is where you can pop in the ad account ID that you want to be able to push edits to. And then you can click save ad account. That one's already added it, of course. On the development level, you can push edits to 5 ad accounts. Once you're a public app, then you can do unlimited, but this is just a way that for LinkedIn to kind of control the API. Boom, so now you're connected. Like I said, feel free to play with this. Go look at the ads tools, and this is like the easiest way to get started. In a second, we're going to jump over and we're going to take this a step further with the API. All right, so now this is the fun part. I mentioned that MCP has about like 20 or so tools, basically calls that it can make to the API. But if I go to the API docs, I can see, we can both open the docs and then look at the endpoints here. There are 21 pages of endpoints that the API offers. So there's a ton more you can do if you get access to the full API. And if I go to LinkedIn's docs here, there's a whole lot that's in here. We're going to focus on campaign management here today. And then even within inside here, you can see that there's all these sections of different things. Sorry, up here, all these sections of different things that we can work on, from campaigns to managing the account itself to ad formats, ad targeting, a whole lot of different things. One thing I'll call out is in the product tool set, I noticed that the product version is focused on 2025-09, and that's the newest version. So that's what we want our API to focus on. So I'm just kind of calling that out here. In the future, this number probably will update as new versions of the API come out. But these are the endpoints that it's showing me for my product app, and I've had the most success when I use this version. So there's 2 basic steps we're going to do here. We're going to get the API docs from LinkedIn and from Microsoft so that we know the details of how the API works, and we can give that to Claude, so then Claude could use all that. Otherwise, it's going to do a lot of guessing and brute forcing it to try to make it work, and it takes a long time. So we want to get the doc so it knows what to do. And then step 2 is we're going to build that API wrapper using those API docs so that it can then use the API through that. So now what I'm going to tell Claude is, please go get the LinkedIn ads advertising API documentation for version, and then that's the version, LinkedIn API demo folder in a new, just have API documentation folder. All right, so I'm gonna let that go. It's gonna pull down a lot of docs, so we're gonna let this go for a couple minutes and then we'll come back. Awesome. So now it's got all the different documentation files here with information about campaigns, reporting, targeting, conversions API, and kind of all that good stuff. So now it should know how to use the API from all these docs. Again, it's good just to get it so it has it there and it's not guessing on some of these API calls. So now that I have the docs, now I want to tell it to go build this API wrapper for me so that I can use that. Okay, so I'm going to say, now that you have the API doc, all right, so I'm going to tell it that, and then we're going to go off, let it go off and build it. This will also take a little bit of time for it to build out the API wrapper. So we're going to come back here in a couple minutes. The other good thing is that you just have to build this once, and then after you build it once, then it's going to be accessible to you for all your projects you'll work on. All right, so it just finished creating the wrapper for us. You can see it created a whole bunch of different methods here in one wrapper, but the most powerful thing is this call down here to call out, is that now this will let us access any endpoint, give us raw access to it. We can pass through any parameters that we want, because there will be certain cases that maybe don't fit perfectly into one of these ones up here. This is kind of like what the MCP is doing. It's doing pre-built calls to the API, but I find there's lots of times when that's not sufficient for what I'm trying to do. So this raw access to the endpoints, how you get around that, and then gives you full access to the API, full control. You can do anything that you can imagine. All right, so let's do some examples now that we have this. So one thing that's great is being able to do things you can't do in the LinkedIn ads interface, and one of those things is bulk edit for message ads. So let's do an example of bulk editing message ads. And so back to my mockup account here, I have a campaign with 3 message ads in it that we're going to practice on. You can see already it has the wrong placeholder here, so let's go fix that, and then maybe let's update some of the ad copy and do some other things that we might want to do. So jump back over here, let's ask Claude to do that. It does help to give Claude as many directions as possible, otherwise he has to do extra calls to find the ad account and find the campaigns. So this is my test Claude edit campaign, test Claude edit message ads. So find my ad account ID and the campaign. By the way, the API still uses the old campaign groups in campaigns, so when I say campaign, it's really ad set. Now I can say go find it, but I'm just gonna, for demo purposes, just put it in here. All right, so now it's going to go off and find that. And I should note, you will often get errors the first few times you run this because it's a new API. Even though it has the docs, there's still cases when it might get some errors and it needs to fix itself. APIs are very technically complex. There's a lot of values that APIs accept and don't accept. So there are lots of times when it's going to give you an error and it's going to go fix itself, and then it'll be fine the next time it does it. I realized I gave it the wrong ad account ID. So let's go back to this one. So I'm updating this where I'm giving it the right ad account ID. In the prior one, I gave it the wrong ad ID. So let me fix that. Let me re-push this. And I should note, while it's doing this, the first few times you use it, you'll get a lot more errors out there because the first time using the API, APIs are definitely technically complex. There's a lot of values and structure that it accepts or doesn't accept. So Claude's learning that the first time it uses a lot of these endpoints. So if you get a lot of errors in the beginning, don't worry. Claude will also go and fix that itself. So let's monitor this and see how this goes. Okay, great. So now let's come back with the ads, those message ads that we had. So now we can kind of play around with these. Yeah, bulk editing of message ads you can't do that in Campaign Manager. So it's kind of a pain if you have a lot of message message ads. Like on big enterprise accounts, you might have 10 campaigns and 5 ads in each of those, and maybe there's something that you want to update in all those, and that can take a really long time. So first, let's fix the first name variable, update the message body to fix the, also let's put tomorrow's date in the ad name in preparation for launch. So we can have it do a couple updates, which is kind of handy. Okay, great. So those have been updated. You can see it'll get some errors. It updates the API connection as it fixes it and finds it. So now that those have been updated, that's great. You can see tomorrow's date's been added there, and then all the rest of the same. It fixed the first name variable. Also, let's update the CTA URL to say what I do. Right now, just go on the homepage. Let's do the free consultation. We'll have to just output those again so we can see that those final out versions. Sweet. Cool. So you see my message ads. We updated our message ads. We updated some URLs, updated the copy. Again, in Campaign Manager, you'd have to open each one of these individually and make those edits and then save it, but very easy just to do it using the API. All right, so that's basically what we have for you today. So very exciting to be able to use the API with Claude now. And really the next step from here is to go connect this with Slack, email, other APIs and MCPs. So, you're not just talking to one system at a time, but you're talking to multiple systems. Maybe you're connecting this to your HubSpot CRM or, lots of different options out there of things you can connect it to. And then you can start to chain together kind of longer processes and do some really, really advanced and awesome stuff. So we're just getting started here. I know this is kind of like seems pretty technical. We're putting together some tools and ways to make this simpler and easier. So make sure you click follow. We'll be rolling those out soon, and we'll have a lot more to share about using Claude with both LinkedIn and then other B2B marketing tools. But that's what we got for you today. If anybody has any questions, feel free to drop them below or feel free to reach out to me on LinkedIn. And of course, if you want help with your LinkedIn ads, feel free to jump over to Speedwork and grab a free consultation call there, or reach out to me on LinkedIn. We can go from there. All right, thanks.